U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product.
And some space here.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing after the interception, McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run in the NFL.
Stopping the run That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To the air goes Daniels. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Lions.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, these two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
Come on. 60 by.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
19 tight, 60 Maverick, 18, tight in. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18.
Daniels looking to throw.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he stopped immediately there. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for first.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Here's Daniels.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now
The Vikings sit 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
He's across midfield.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action, now it's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Unlock Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
Second and 9.
Kevin Tyree. Panthers 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
To throw is Daniels. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
19 yards.
That's good for a Lions first down.
Panther 11.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Fighting his way through contact.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
Ready. Ready. Cowboy 80.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
There he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get maybe a couple with that up to the 46.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Come 19, come 19, 19, Tiger, 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check out.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Now he's free at the 35.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Vikings 17.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Daniels. That is caught by Laporta.
They go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down. A gain of 29 yards. And
they go play action. Daniels. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
18 runs. Ramp up Corey, 70.
Now Daniels.
That's it. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
60, Hawk, 70, Hawk, Mustang, 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19, tight, hut.
Throwing is McCarthy. Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
72, 79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo, 18. Trap 60.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Let's go. Ready?
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go in. This might be a free play. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Here we go.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
At the Vikings 6-yard line.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
Jameson Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
Vikings 17. Jack Fox to kick.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 3rd and 6. McCarthy operating from the gun.
He's going to rifle on deep left side. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On the set.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Able to push his way through. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Yards on the play.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now McCarthy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Come on.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup, leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. Daniels. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And it pushes the lead up to 23.
Vikings 17.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
The reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Let's go. Huh. 19 Tiger, 79 Bronco, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Here's McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Warriors, 70. 70 Timberwolf. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Catherine.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. Come 19. Come 19. Mustang 19. 19 tight. Not good.
To the air with McCarthy.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Panther 60.
2nd and 5.
The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
McCarthy going to sneak it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Warriors 70. Go.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And now it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Lions 40.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick.
For the Vikings.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
18 Runner, 18, Cowboy 80, Viking 18, Mustang 19, Warriors 70.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On the ready.
2nd and 10.
Panther 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Lions.
Here we go. Set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
To the air goes Daniels. There's LaPorta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
For the extra point.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24.
47. Vikings 23. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
They'll take over first and 10.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a
well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for the Lions. First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Detroit.
79 Broncos.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
23. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
19, Cougar 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Handoff now to Gibbs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Gibbs, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Daniels.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Oh, this is blocked. The Vikings have got it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head in the other direction.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60, Warriors, Mustang 19. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Complete to Addison on the out route.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
70 tip of Cougar 19. 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Brock.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that. And you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
60 Bobcats, 60 Cup 19, Cup 19, Trap 60, Trap 60.
To throw is Daniels.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Warriors 70. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Daniels.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Williams.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release. so this will be incomplete.
But I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.